Okay, hey, think. If I have a number, this number multiplied by 3, then it becomes 0. My number must be 0. Okay? That is the only number that multiplied by 3 and then will make the left hand side 0. Okay? Okay, what if I have another number multiplied by another unknown number equals to 0? What must be the number y? 0 also. Okay, very good. Then now, if I have an unknown number x multiplied by an unknown number y, and then the result is 0, what must be x and y? 0 times 0. Okay, 0 times 0 is a possible answer. What are the other possible answers? X. Sorry, Naim, you were saying? Huh? 0 times 0 is correct. It is one of the answers. What are some other possible answers? 0 times 3, correct. What are some other possible answers? 0 times 6 also can. 0 times 7 also correct. They will all become 0. Okay? So from this, actually I want you to think and know that if I have two numbers multiply together and become 0, as long as one of them is 0 can already. So there are two possible answers. Either x equals to 0, y can be anything, I don't care. As long as x equals to 0, my left hand side will definitely become 0. Because 0 multiply anything also becomes 0. Or there is another solution. Yeah, y equals to 0. If my y is equals to 0, this time I don't care what is x already. Okay? As long as y equals to 0, whatever x become also never mind. Left hand side will still 0 multiply something become 0. Okay? So now, understanding this, we go one step further. Three multiply this bracket equals to 0. What must this bracket be equals to? What is this bracket? I'm not asking you what is x, I'm asking you what is this bracket. This bracket must be 0. Because 0 times 3 will make the left hand side 0. Huh? This is times lah. This one is plus lah. Okay? So in this one, to make the left hand side equals to 0, so many aeroplanes. Why you so hot? Got fan blowing at you. Okay, finally. Okay, so this equation means the left hand side want to become 0. To make the left hand side become 0 means this bracket must be 0. Then if I'm asking to solve this equation, means I want to find out what is x. Then from here, I must continue one more step. X equals to -2. This is the solution. Okay? So going by the understanding, if now I tell you x minus 1 times x plus 2 equals to 0, what must these two brackets be? This is the situation, you see, something times something equals to 0. It is actually very similar. Something times something equals to 0. Okay? Then just now you all are able to tell. When one of them is 0, I don't care already what is the other one. As long as this is 0, my left hand side will become 0. Or, if this is 0, this left hand side will become 0. So now if we look at these two brackets, this bracket times this bracket becomes 0. It is also the same like just now. Either one of the bracket 0 can already. Okay? If this bracket is 0, 0 multiply anything also will be 0. If the second bracket 0, 0 multiply anything also becomes 0. So if we have this equation, again like just now, I can write down either the first number is 0 or the second number is 0. So in this case, it will be either x minus 1 is 0 or the second bracket is 0. Because 0, then multiply anything also will become 0. 0, multiply anything also becomes 0. So there are two possible answers. There are two possible x that will make my equation, my left hand side 0. Then if I'm looking for the solution, what can make this bracket 0? When x is 1. When x is 1, it will make this first bracket 0. It will make the entire left hand side 0. So this is one of the solution. Then, what can make the second bracket 0? The second bracket can become 0 if x is -2. Because -2 plus 2 will become 0. 0 will make this bracket 0. It will make the left hand side 0. That's why this is also a solution. So when we have an equation that looks like this, there are actually two solutions of x. There are two possible x that will make my left hand side 0. Okay? So far, can follow? Why there are two solutions? Because either one can also make the whole thing 0. Okay? Can? Okay, then we look at our workbook. The first one, question 1. What does they are asking us to solve? So if they are asking us to solve, means finally they are asking us what is x. Okay? So whenever we are solving, we are answering what is x. So my answer is x is something. Okay? Definitely one. This one is my last line of my answer, of my working. X is what? So from here, what this means is the bracket is being squared. So this bracket is being, hello, you not even open your book. So this bracket is multiplied by itself. Square means multiply by itself. So this one is actually x plus 2 multiply x plus 2. Then how can I make them 0? Just now we learned already what? Bracket something times something means one of them is 0. If this is 0, it will make the whole thing 0. If the second one is 0, it will make the whole thing 0. But in this case, both are the same. So the only solution is when x plus 2 equals to 0. 0 times 0, 0 lor. Why? No. What you are saying is wrong. This one, from the very basic, what this left hand side means is this bracket being square is this bracket multiplied by itself. Just now what you are saying is x plus 2, x minus 2. This one, if I multiply together, will become x square minus 2 square. They are different things. They are totally different. Okay? So this thing, you go by the understanding. Something being square means something multiplied by itself. Okay? Then we need a bit of manipulation. We need to subtract 2 on both sides. Subtract 2 on the left, become x. Subtract 2 on the right, become x equals to minus 2. This is the answer. Okay? In this case, because the two brackets are the same, that's why there is only one answer. Another way to look at this is bracket square equals to 0. The only number that multiply by itself becomes 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. Negative number times negative number. Any number multiplied by itself. 0.2 multiplied by itself will be 0.04. Any number multiplied by itself still have a number, still have a value. The only number that multiplied by itself becomes 0 is 0. So it's like I take square root on both sides. Okay? If I take square root on both sides, I take square root, the square will disappear. I take square root of 0 is still 0. So there is only one answer. Follow? Okay, then we go to part C. This is more similar to what we see just now. Bracket times bracket becomes 0. So what must the first bracket be? The first bracket, if it is 0, I don't care what is the second bracket. Or there is another possible answer. If the second bracket is 0, I don't care what the first bracket is. So there are two possible answers that will make my left hand side 0. Then plus 3 on both sides. This one is minus 4 on both sides. So there are two solutions. If you don't believe, I put x back. X is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. But here 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 times 7, 0. If I put x equals to negative 4, negative 4 plus 4 becomes 0. Negative 4 minus 3, negative 7. 0 times negative 7, also can make it 0. So these two are both answer, are both values that will balance the equation. Okay, so these two are both answer. Okay, one more. When we see this, we must be thinking this is actually x times a bracket. Okay, nothing in between means multiply. If x times bracket equals to 0, there are also two possible answers. This times this becomes 0 means either x is 0. So I can write down either x equals to 0 or the bracket must be equals to 0. Both these will make the whole thing 0. So x equals to 0 is one of the answer. 0 multiply bracket, the left hand side will become 0. Or when 2x plus 5 equals to 0, I don't care what is x already. It will also make the left hand side 0. Then I need to do my algebraic manipulation. Minus 5 on both sides. Then divide by 2 on both sides. So again, there are 2 solutions. This will make this 0. It will make the whole thing 0. This will make my bracket 0. Then it will make the whole thing 0. Okay, now your turn to try. B, D, and F. Try all this. Go by the same understanding. Something times something equals to 0 means one of the something must be 0. Try. Okay? Can? If you have problem, ask your friend. So now is the time to talk to your friends also. If you have no friends, ask me. Yeah lah. If no one like you, no friends, never mind. Your calculator is your best friend. Go and talk to your calculator. Okay. When I write this or this, I'm not asking you to choose one answer. It is to answer the question. The question got 2 possible answers. It can be this, it can be this. So this question will carry 2 marks. 1 mark will be for one answer, 1 mark will be for the other answer. So you have to write exactly like me like that. This or this. They are together, they form the answer. Okay? Same. Here also. This is 1 mark, this is 1 mark. You must tell the question, this or this, they are both the answer. So follow exactly this or this, then you will always get your full marks. Okay, the first one, straightforward. There is only one solution. 12 minus 3x equals to 0. Then 12 equals to 3x. Means x equals to 4. Okay? Okay. Second one, there are 2 possible solutions. Either x minus 2, 0, or 3x minus 5 equals to 0. Okay? Then I continue. Negative 2, I add 2 on both sides. So this is one solution. I add 5 on both sides. Then divide both sides by 3. That is another solution. Okay? When I go around, most of you are able to do. Very good. So again, x minus 3 equals to 0, or 7 minus 2x equals to 0. X equals to 3, or 7 equals to 2x. Then x equals to 7 over 2. Okay? Okay. Then can we go back to part C? You are not done. Here, right? Just now I see you are here already, right? Okay. Wrong. Where got minus? Or you never erase properly? Why you got the minus here? Mine is equal sign, not a minus. Okay, can? Okay. Hey, wait. How? Correct, Okay. Hey, we go back to part C for a while. I want to show you something. Okay. Hello. This bracket times this bracket. Okay. We take a look here. this bracket times this bracket, if I were to go and expand it out, then I will have x minus 3 multiply x plus 4. If I go and multiply them out, x times x is x squared. X times plus 4 is plus 4x. Minus 3 times x, minus 3x. Minus 3 times positive 4, minus 12. Okay? So, this bracket, after multiply this bracket, can be written as x squared plus x minus 12. Here, these two brackets multiplied together, I will get this. Hello, hello. Okay, so if this question never give you this in the factorized form, if this question give you x squared plus x minus 12 equals to 0. If the question is asking you like that, then if you can factorize this into looking like this, then you will be able to solve this equation. Because this is actually the same as this. Adam, still talking. Okay? So this is equals to 0, you can solve. But if you are given this equation like that, then you must own self go and factorize this back into these two brackets. Okay? This is the reverse of this. So if I can factorize this into this, then I'll be able to solve. Wow. Okay? So there is one more additional step. If you are given this, you have to change this into this. Then you will be able to solve. Okay? Why everyone talking already? Okay. So if we go to question 2, that is what they are saying. Okay? So this time round, they never give you the factorized form, but they still ask you to solve. So solving means they want you to finally find out what is x. Your endpoint. Your endpoint is still x equals to what? But to finally get to our endpoint, now there is an intermediate step. We need to go and factorize this. Okay? So if you remember your Sec 1, Sec 2 work, how do we factorize? I think most of you learn the one you put like that one. You put your x squared here, you put your 12 here, then what must multiply each other to become x squared? It can only be x and x. When I multiply x and x, it will become x squared. Then what can multiply by itself become 12? Then you list down the possible answers. The possible answers are 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Okay? Then we must fit these two numbers over here. Either 1 and 12, 2 and 6, or 3 and 4. But I know that after I put these numbers, they will cross. Then after cross, they will appear here. Then when they appear here, I add them up. They must give me 7x. So if I want them add up become 7, then I look back, must be 3 and 4 lah, more likely. So my answer will be plus 3 and plus 4. Multiply to give me plus 12. Then when I cross over here, I will have plus 3x plus 4x. Then when I add them up, correct, 7x. Okay? So this x squared plus 7x plus 12 is actually these two brackets. Okay? So there is this first step of factorizing. I want to write this as this. Once I'm able to write this as this, then it's like my question 1. What did I do in question 1? I have x plus 3 equals to 0 or x plus 4 equals to 0. Then my x must be equals to minus 3 or my x equals to minus 4. Two answer. Okay? So, solving quadratic equation, you need to first factorize them first. Make them equals to 0. Okay? For those of you who learned the other grid one, it is just where you place the numbers. Actually, the idea is exactly the same. Okay? In fact, I prefer this one. Got meaning. Okay? I put my x squared here. I put my 12 here. Then this length times this length is x squared. So here must be x, here must be x. Then again same. Plus 12. This multiply this to give me plus 12. Then it's either 1 and 12, 2 and 6 or 3 and 4. Then I go and fill up 3, 4. Then 3 multiply x. Here I will have my 3x. 4 over here. Multiply this x. So here is 4x. Adds up 7x. So correct. So I must have x plus 3 and x plus 4. Okay? So they are the same actually. Just where you put them only. So if you are more comfortable with one than the other, you go and just be familiar with one. Then some of you who wants to use your calculator also can. Make sure you are able to do it correctly to break it down into the factors. Okay? So a lot of the difficulty in this part is the factorizing. Can? Okay, you try B first. Let's go, try B. Okay, same we want to break it down into the factors. So now your job is finding what are these two factors. What are these numbers? Okay? Can refer to what I did. You don't need to continue. Now it's your turn to do it. So, the idea is the same. I want to factorize this x squared minus 5x minus 14. If you all are used to this one, I put my x squared here. Wow. Why is my iPad so slow? Oh. Then I put my minus 14 here. Then I put my minus 5x here. The first number very simple. X squared so must be x times x. 14. So the possibility for 14 are 1 times 14 and 2 times 7. But because this is negative, so one of them must be positive, one of them must be negative. Then when I look at 5, if I put 14, the number sure become too big already. So definitely 2 and 7. Definitely 2 and 7. Then to make 5, then 5 is negative. Means I want a more negative number. I want the negative number to be bigger. So I will put my 2 as a plus. I will put my 7 as a minus. Okay? So that plus times minus, minus. Then when I cross, minus belongs to this 7. So I will have a minus 7x. I will have a plus 2x. Then just nice, add up minus 5. Meaning, I will have my 2 brackets x plus 2 and x minus 7. Then from there I can continue. Can? Wow, why so many people outside? Go. How can? Those who are done can try the next few questions also. Oh no, the big idea is, from this one, I want to break it down into 2 brackets. Because when 2 brackets, then I can solve. Because either when this 2 bracket, when I have bracket times bracket equal to 0, then either this is 0. Yeah. So when I come, yes. So when I have this string, so my first step is to change this string. Got x squared, got x, got number. I want it to look like bracket times bracket. Which is why this one, I have to first break it down, make it bracket times bracket. Or else like that, I cannot solve. This thing equal to 0 doesn't help me to solve. So this thing, I want to write it as bracket times bracket. If I go and open up this bracket, it will become this thing again. Okay, so now the first step also says, I want to write this x squared minus 5x minus 14, break it down back into a bracket, multiply a bracket. So this one actually learned in your sec 2 before. Okay, so if you don't remember, then you see x squared, the result is like that. I have a x squared, I have a minus 14, then it's like area like that, area of a square.
Area, I don't understand area.
Area of a square. So this length is x, this length is x. That's why x times x, this area is x squared. Then this length times this length, this times this will give me this. So I want to put in numbers. What are these? What are these numbers? So 14. What multiply together can get 14? It is either 1 times 14 or 2 times 7. Okay. So because end up I still have this minus 5x. The minus 5x is this addition of these two. So I know that 1 and 14 I cannot get back minus 5. So I want to try 2 and 7. 2 times 7 will give me 14 already. But this one is negative. So one of them must be negative. Okay? Then I see this one is minus 5x. Minus more than positive. So I want the bigger number to be minus. So when I take this is minus 7. Minus 7 times 2 is negative 14, correct? Then minus 7 times x, I will have minus 7x here. Then this one positive 2, this one is x, so I multiply together is 2x. So when I add these 4 parts together, I will get back this same thing. So it is actually x plus 2 and x minus 7. This times this will give me this. So I can write down x plus 2 times x minus 7 is this. Then once I have this, I can know that either this is 0 or this is 0 to make the whole thing 0. Then it's a bit like your here already, the earlier one. This bracket equals to 0 or this bracket equals to 0 already. Can? Okay. So the factorization part, you all have to get used to either this one or this one. These are the two more common ones.
Okay, so it's like negative. This one is like negative 3x. Then like, why is it negative 12?
Because when we don't write plus or minus, the number at the front is by default a plus. This one is actually plus 12 minus 3x.
Yeah.
Then if I want this plus 12, now left hand side is here. Right hand side is here. Equal sign. So this one is the left hand side, this one is the right hand side. So when we write the next equation, left hand side will continue left hand side. Right hand side continue down, right hand side. Continue downwards one. So this left hand side right now, I have a plus 12, I have a minus 3x. But in the end, I only want x on the left. So I don't want this plus 12 if I continue down. So I don't want plus 12, I must minus 12 to make it disappear. But because equation so whatever I do, I must do same thing on both sides. So I minus 12 and minus 12 at the same time. So when I minus 12, the left hand side don't have 12 already. But right hand side, 0 minus 12, that's why the 12 come here become minus 12. Can? Hey! You all no lesson, come here then distract my student. Huh? Huh? Oh, really, man? She so good, still need you to help, man? Bad influence. You all look more like the bad influences. What's the answer? The answers are x equals to negative 2 or x equals to 7. The next one. Wait my iPad got problem sorry. No battery I think that's why. Okay, for part C. Okay, if you do your factorizing correctly, you will have minus 2 and minus 8. Yes. After WA, then you know. Wow. Never mind, you still in time for WA2. Yes, minus 2 and minus 8. Oh yeah, another 2-3 weeks. Yeah. They didn't send me already. I sent the vendor already. Now waiting for the vendor.
2-3 weeks.
That's why you must keep continuing to win. Then you will play longer. Ayah. Hey, 1 minute left. Okay, homework. Finish all of question 2. Okay, go and try. If you cannot do, it's okay, but you must try.